Me and Richard are just hanging out here, and I'm about to smoke weed, I think. And I haven't smoked weed in like 2 years. So Richard's coming over to keep me comfort, and you know he's he's um he's actually pretty friendly. And so this is the device I have to smoke some weed, and I have some really old weed. I don't know if it's still good or not, but I'm gonna try smoking it. Normally, I'm pretty scared of that because it makes me paranoid and crazy. But I've been eating weed. I've been okay on that, so I'm gonna try smoking it, and I'm excited. I've done I've done a lot of acid and a lot of weed, but it's not the same when you're not jacking off, and so I've not been jacking off lately, and so it's actually different. And I want to say too that the thing I'm looking for is just innocence. More specifically, it's a certain feeling that I can just talk to someone. I'm reminded of a lyric from a song where he's like, "It's been a while since I could call you." When someone outclasses you, you can't really talk to them because you feel embarrassed in their company. And when you can feel worthy of someone and you can just talk to them normally, you can just say hello. That's like the highest pinnacle of success that I could ever hope for. And that feeling of innocence comes without drugs and it comes with drugs. And it is like not dependent on anything. And because it's the most valuable thing and it's not dependent on anything, the tendency is just to forget everything and to just smoke yourself into oblivion, because that innocence that you want is not dependent on whether or not you smoke. So you might as well smoke. It's not dependent on whether or not you jack, so you might as well jack. And whether you get fat and you're a slob, it's not dependent on that either. So you might as well get fat and be a slob. And it's not dependent on whether you're a good or bad person or not. It has no morality. It doesn't ask you what your sins. So you might as well be a bad person. Or you might as well be a good person, but just don't treat yourself good. Because at least you're allowed to do that and you can still be a good person. Right, Richard? Richard agrees. Richard has a kind of knot in his fur. Like he has like dreadlocks. I feel like I should cut it out. Richard, you're so Richard's so fresh. So I have this pipe to smoke this weed, and because I'm not jacking, I kind of need like some extra, entertainment. Things are more exciting when you're not jacking. So I think I'm gonna smoke, and I'll be right back. This is pretty exciting for me. Okay, what's up? I put Richard in his tent. So you might as well be a piece of shit. Because that moment of innocence, of originality, of being how you're supposed to be, you know, you're not self-conscious. You could get all that while you're fucked up, so you might as well be fucked up. Let's just cheers to that. There are people who say you have to be fucked up. There are people who say you can't be fucked up. But they can't dance. I thought earlier, if you could see the people who think of you when they masturbate, you would laugh so hard. Richard, I think you'll be liking his tent. Hope the microphone's working. Yeah, okay, so because you get it with better people. That's the answer. So why do anything? If you can have your magic, even by yourself, why do anything? Well, because by becoming more awesome, you're then in the company of people who are more awesome. Then a higher, cooler people want to talk to you. I mean, yeah. If you could hear this music, it's just coconut drums. Bang, 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 bang. Even if you don't like coconut, you'll be out of breath. And to some extent, because I have to, like, maybe I'm one of those squares. Yeah, at some level, you have to. Like, I'm having a moment, but on some level, I can only have this moment because I'm disciplined. Uh, yeah. Well, it's a paradox. It gets better and better, but it's already perfect. It's one of those things that doesn't make sense, really. At least to the mind. That is perfect, but it's getting even perfecter. So you would you would probably want to, you'd probably want to dance. But to dance good, you'd have to have your posture good. And then you'd probably want to have good posture, but to have your posture good, you'd have to have enough water. Okay, so then you'd have to drink enough water. But to drink enough water, you'd probably have to be aware that the world is a shit show and that everyone's a liar. And it's a crime to know that. Just the realization is punishable. And so you can whittle down to nothing, and you can still have your moment of truth. Or you can have your moment of truth from a different quality. Oh, well, the quality is largely determined by how much energy you have. Anyways, I'm enjoying this weed so far. I hope it works. It's not just placebo or something. It's pretty old, but I really liked it. And there's something exciting about doing your best because, at least for me, you get something new. And it's kind of pretty cool. I really should finish that movie with Maud and Ethan Hawke. But I don't think I will. I could talk more about movies. There's one thing I'd like to say about movies. I was watching a movie once on TV. I don't even say which one. And I had never seen it before. And I thought, I'll wait for the commercials to see what happens next. Having nothing in hopes. Having never seen a good movie before in my entire life at that point. Kind of, except I had seen Terminator 2, which is pretty good. I just didn't know how good it was. But, I mean, having never seen a good movie in my entire life, and I'm seeing it for the first time, and then I wait for the second commercials to see what happens again. And then I wait for the 50th commercial, and it's one of those fucking 10-hour movies where the commercials are every 5 seconds. But I finally watched the whole movie, and it was one of my favorite movies. How, like, I don't even know how this became a point of conversation. Not that I have anything in mind for topics. I have some interests, but it doesn't matter if it's the topic of conversation. Well, for example, I'm interested in I don't know, like cool stuff. What I'd really like is a new video game. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. Except I do have a plan. My plan, the best game I've played recently has been you know, Doom Eternal. And the game that I played before then was Doom. Doom Eternal was like 2020, I think, about. I don't know. And Doom Eternal, that was Doom Eternal. But then Doom was like 2016. And I went back to 2016 by Bethesda. I like that company. they do Fallout 4. As far as I know, they're the best. Except unless Sekiro is the best, in which case From Software is the best. And then who can forget Rockstar with Grand Theft Auto? Anyways, I didn't like Doom 2016. I looked through all the games. What does Bethesda make? They make one called Wolfenstein Part 2, something about Colossus. Looks pretty cool. Could be my next game. Except, and let me just pause here for Tony Hawk. Yeah, it's fun if you want to just skateboard, which is like, you know, that's sometimes it hits the spot. But back to the important business talk. I'll have to look up when Wolfenstein Part 2 was created to make sure it's not around 2016 when they created Doom 2016, which sucks. So if I have to wait, was she a great big fat person? If I have to go back to 2016 days to play Wolfenstein, even though I've never played a newer Wolfenstein, like I played Doom Eternal before I played Doom 2016. That was a big mistake. So I'm going back in some game, but I kind of know what it's like because I've went back with that same studio, etc. You know, I'm getting kind of frustrated right now that I keep coughing. I'm sorry about that. And also I'm feeling excessively high. I am on acid, and I did just combine weed and acid, which I've never done. I talk about doing drugs a lot, but that's only lately. I only started doing weed and acid like a week ago. About normally who cares? Who cares about this? But I mean, this is pretty cool. Hot weed and acid at the same time. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty me. That's a Dinven Z-Bubs kind of thing. If you like weed and acid, good combo. Good combo. Acid is shrooms without the puking. Yeah. Oh. Okay. I want to try to manifest a moment with pure intent. So I want to try to communicate with the audience without any funny business. Okay, I'm going to try to say hello to you without trying to sell you anything, without trying to get anything from you. Okay, it's like you have to tell me whether I'm being honest or not, whether I'm really talking to you or I'm just talking at you. And the prize is real. If I get to actually say hello to you, it will be like, imagine the grandeur of your company. Imagine the good feelingness that comes with your company. It's like I'll have some of that, basically, if I can really do it. And maybe I can't. That's the thing. So don't get your hopes up. And that goes for me too. Hey. Okay, if that worked, that moment should have been timeless. You should have been able to hallucinate different time periods over my face. You should have seen the ancient, eternal self. I think I nailed it. I think we had a moment there. I'm pretty excited about it. And the transformational value that it's had to me has been difficult to believe. I'm actually still kind of in shock about it. And I'm glad that we're talking about it because, man, it could really get overwhelming if I don't keep an eye on this. So, it's fucking, what was it again? Something really something or other. This is just the best. And you just hold it. And after a while, they're like, "Were you doing yoga the whole time?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm just high doing yoga, dude. Yeah, do I have a negative thought here and there? That aren't I going to be so lonely after I turn the camera off? Yeah, those thoughts creep in sometimes. But sometimes I'm straight up just dancing over here. And God isn't even there. Neither am I. Well, 24 minutes. I think that we should talk about something else. Well, what do you think we should talk about? How about drinking some bubbly? I think so. This is quite a good experience. For all I know, the audio isn't even working. And in other news, tonight we have a psyop. The weather is psyop with sprays of psyop in the psyop sphere. And here we have chances of psyop with strong psyops. And as the as the leader, I tell my people that I give you the right to exist. Yeah, I just lost my mojo. That's not good. I'm not sure what happened there, but I just lost my mojo all at once. Felt totally gone. That's not good. I started feeling stupid about that joke. You know, like I forget what it was, but it was so stupid. And then I got insecure, and then I suddenly lost my energy. I'm trying not to move. I don't want to lose it. I'm trying to get it back. I don't know what fucking happened to it. What fuck? I don't know what fuck. What fuck? Man, I'm such a different person right now. Like I was literally living in luxury like 10 minutes ago in my mind. And now I just feel like gross. Okay, I might be starting to come back a little bit. Yeah, I'm getting some feelings back. I think something just happened on weed that would have been really bad if I didn't know how to handle it. I think I've prepared for this moment enough that it didn't become a bad time. And I think before I smoked, I knew that I would be able to handle smoking, even though I've loved smoking for 10 years and I only quit because I was afraid to smoke for what it did to me mentally. And I just lost all my energy. I had a total meltdown, a total, well, you're a total idiot kind of moment. And I lost my fucking loosh. Now, that's where I really went to music. There was a moment when, as soon as I lost my loosh or something, somewhere around then, I was, I think I was taking a sip of my drink. And the look in my eye as I'm realizing I'm looshless, the look in my eye is, oh, fuck, they can see me. Oh, fuck, they can see me. Okay, I'm actually not going to let Richard in right now. He doesn't, I don't think he wants to be let in right now. Oh, fuck, they can see me. Oh, fuck, I can see me. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay, that's what I did. I was like, it's cool. I know what to do now. My past self is like, can you send me the tabs for that? Like, just send me the what that was. And it's like it's like written out. It's like just do the move. It's like by the time you can do the move, it's like your move, and it's like you or something. I'm pretty far out, dude. happy to get the energy back. Okay, I can safely feel like I'm myself again. The man who goes astray in the morning but comes back by the afternoon is not really lost. I think I'm still myself. I think I got back to my my regular feel of how I am when I'm on acid and weed and underslept, which I think it's a pretty good feeling. But I was panicked there for a minute. I was like looking for music, like something, something. I really wasn't moving. I wasn't being a jokester or something. I was like, I'm afraid to move. Like I lost my energy. Okay. But this zhu 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 move was going beyond my mind. It's getting outside of it. And ooh, here's a really good song. No, no, even better. This one's called Sexy Sushi. This one's so good. I should really dance. Oh, I could probably really dance right now really good. I'll just have to dance while I'm sitting like this. I'll make the most subtle micro dance. I'm just preparing right now. I'm gonna turn the music up a little bit. It's just the drum beat right now, and it's about to come in with the bass. It's gonna go burr, burr. It's so good. I'm just waiting for the right moment. The song has already taken hold of me. I'm doubting the power of the music all of a sudden. I'm just waiting still for something to happen. Some moment of inspiration. Well, it's getting a little old. The fucking drums are still going on and there's no singing, so I really want to just like spring up into dance and you know, because I felt like I had a moment with that song too. I really did. And now the bass is really kicking in, and it might just be a self-consciousness thing. Like I don't want that to be my move. Like my move is literally just left, right, left, right. Like I'm trying to be distinguished still, but actually, it's through being ordinary that makes me relatable to the hottest bitches. So, like literally, my test here is: can I honestly dance? Because I could handle the hello, and I passed that test, and I failed, and I redeemed myself. But now, can I pass the dance test? Can I? This is getting too weird. Okay, I can't do this, but I totally can. So we're just gonna keep doing this for a bit. But I'm gonna make it less weird, more professional, more ballroom dancing kind of etiquette. You know, I maybe I'm just dancing here. Yeah, I fucking just danced. And, I would like to thank some people, but I don't think I will. There's no point, Thank them for what? Oh, just for being you. That's not the type of thing you thank someone for. That would be detrimental. Just let it be yoga, basically. Well, I think that is about 37 minutes, so it might be time to. um, Man, this is kind of risky. Might be time to say goodbye. Honestly, an honest goodbye. There is this book called Radical Honesty by Brad Blanton, and he'd make you tell your whole life story in front of a group of people while they videotape you. And then I think, can't really remember this part, but then you get naked. You stand in front of a projector screen of you telling your life story, and the people in the audience watch you watching yourself tell the story of your entire life while you're standing there naked in the spotlight of your projector. And the audience says whether or not you're lying, whether you're withholding something, whether you're comfortable about what you're talking about. Have you told the total truth? And they just keep grilling you until they're satisfied that they've asked you any question that they have curiosity about. And Brad Blanton is quite funny. Um, Anyways, I emailed him that he's insane if he's not vegan, and I couldn't imagine what his response would be to me. But anyways, so uh, Brad Blanton said something about you gotta be honest with people. Um, it seemed like pretty standard stuff. There was one thing he said that I liked in his book. It said basically, it had examples of it too, that when you tell someone the things you hate about them, tell them the things you love about them too. And the person who, well, just that, that's about the gist of it. So the final conclusion is, can I say goodbye uh, authentically, without without some kind of lying, without some kind of withholding, or um, expectation or something. Okay, so I gotta say the word bye to you. If this sounds stupid, just remember I'm on marijuana and acid. Okay, just let that be the excuse why I'm so stupid. I have to stop it from getting weird. That's really what's going on right now. Oh, I could get weird, and I could be cool getting weird, but that's not the way I want to be right now. Okay. Goodbye. No, I don't think that one worked really. I have to say it one more time. Okay, goodbye. Okay, that's the best I can do. So, you know, if that was dishonest, it was at least honestly dishonest. So, anyways, thank you for watching and goodbye.